Hello and welcome to Dreaming in Fibre. I'm Sarah, your host from sarastexturecrafts.com. Today's podcast is going to be a really quick episode. I just wanted to show you some of the new things that I've been putting in my shop updates since my visit to Wonderwall, Wales. Some of these are new things that I've dyed this month and some are the leftovers from Wonderwall, Wales. I wanted to start with gradients. Yes, I know this is new for me. So this is my colour Rumba on Exmoor Blueface, and you can see it gradiates from a lovely pink colour right through to a warm purple tone. You will see lots of different colours like this in the latest shop update. I've been updating every Thursday by 5 p.m. And I will be throughout the rest of May and probably into June, because I've got lots of new colourways to show you and things. So check out those gradients. I'm going to insert a picture here. Just to show you one of the other gradients, this is colour Oxide. You can see it goes from grey. You can see what I've also tried to do here is to give you a semi-solid variegation almost in the single colour. Goes through to white and then through to a beautiful yellow tone. So in its ball, there you can see how it will work up. That's probably fairly true to colour there. The yellow is a bit brighter than that. Yes, I have lots of colourways like this, so check out my main website, sarastexturecrafts.com, and you can also find me on Etsy, sarastexturecrafts.etsy.com. Both of those links will be in the show notes, along with a set of the pictures of all the different colourways that are available. I think there are probably about 10 or 11 colourways in the gradients now. Also wanted to insert some pictures here of the variegated updates that I've done. And then just to let you know that I have finally finished putting on all of the existing colourways of yarns. So you've got some of the variegated colourways, and that's probably a better colour there. This is After the Storm on a Sparkle Sock, and then this is a coral colour, which is my semi-solid dyed colours. So you can see there are some variegations from light to darker saturations across the sock yarn there. Most of the weights are sock yarn. I do also have some Sparkle DK in stock and also some Aran. There'll be plenty of new colourways coming quite soon, and I hope to have them up and running by the end of the month, so I'll show you those in the next podcast. If not, then it will be a couple of weeks after, and I may do another mini episode. The last thing I wanted to show you was the bats that I've just put back on the website, so I'm going to insert a picture here. As you can see, there are lots of different options there as well. You've got high texture in the Shantung colourways, which are more or less made of two colours with tones that work within that, and then an added layer of texture, whether it be bamboo staple, noil, sparkle or so on, that are added on top. And then you have the gradient versions as well, which I call my ombre bats, and they generally fade pretty much like the gradient hand-dyed tops from one colour to a secondary colour. So you can check that out both on sarastexturecrafts.com or sarastexturecrafts.etsy.com. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the shop update. The only other things I wanted to mention were Yarn Club 1 and Fibre Club 5. Both of those are up and running, and spots still open on the website sarastexturecrafts.com only. I haven't put any on Etsy this time because I had limited spaces, so I wanted to make sure that website members took full advantage of those. So hop on over there and book your spot. There are a number of different options. In the Fibre Club, you can buy 100% wool single dip, which means you get one braid every month for a total of 3 months. There are different bases. All of that's on the item description itself. You can double dip that as well, which means you each month over those 3 months you will receive identical braids, 2 of each month's drop. And then you can choose a luxury option, which is a wool and usually a blend of another fibre, be it silk, spark or so on. Again, that's in a single or double dip option. And then you have an option to choose a single dip of the wool and luxury clubs. That means identical braids, but one will be in the 100% wool and the second will be in the blend. And you have again a double dip option of that. I do have those spaces booking up quite quickly, so make sure that you book your spot on that if you want to start receiving clubs from me from June. Yarn Club 1, this is the first time that I'm doing a yarn club. I'm thinking that going forward I will probably do the yarn club just twice a year rather than 3 times a year, which is now what I'm aiming for with the Fibre Club, purely because yarn is a fairly sort of new area for me, and whilst I love doing it and it's great and much easier than fibre to dye and to sort of process for you, it's still quite new to you, my customers, so I want to introduce it slowly and not sort of overwhelm you with lots of stuff. So I think 2 clubs a year for that one, and going forward working on instead building up in the shop lots of new colourways and choice, so you have yarn base and colour choice also. The first club is actually filling up fairly nicely, so again, if you do want to book your spots, pop over and check that out. You have an option, again, single and double dips in the same way Fibre Club works, but you have a different choice of bases. There's sock yarn, DK yarn or Aran weight yarn, and they're all superwash yarns. The sock yarn is equivalent to 4-ply, so you don't have to feel obliged to use it for socks. You could use it for a shawlette as well. And there is also the option to mix up a choice. So say if you choose a mix, you'll get sock yarn for month 1, DK for month 2, Aran for month 3. And again, double dip options on that as well. So do check those out at sarastexturecrafts.com. And that's pretty much it for me today. So a very, very quick one indeed. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I will see you in a couple of weeks for my usual sorry, brain's gone dead there, for my usual podcast slot, which is once a month. So check me out on YouTube or on the blog dreaminginfibre.blogspot.co.uk, and I hope to show you lots of knitting projects. I've been working on some spinning as well, and oh, don't forget the craft along over on Ravelry. Find the Sarah's Texture Crafts group and join me over there. We've got a fair few of us who are already crafting away. Don't feel you have to spin or knit something. You could weave, you could felt, any craft with wool. It's a general craft along. The only stipulation that is that you're using products that you've purchased from Sarah's Texture Crafts. So pop on over, join the group. It will be lovely to talk to you and work alongside with you and get to know a bit more about you and your crafting choices. Okay, so until next time, dream in fibre, and I catch you soon, guys. Cheers.